Where should the EPA pick up on our recommendations, and where should Congress be placing its emphasis going forward?
Thank you, and thank you for your leadership on climate change. It is been wonderful to watch. Two things. You mentioned cumulative impact. This is very, very important, and it is tricky under the current law. And we heard from one of the other witnesses discussions about perhaps civil rights laws, but you know. You have every facility in an area might be meeting its permit conditions, but the people who live there are being exposed to 6 facilities. So that cumulative impact. And so I think we need to look at what are the tools EPA will need to address cumulative impact. Are there tools on the books? But I think cumulative impact for these fence line communities, for these environmental justice communities, I think are hugely important. The second thing I would say is they need a seat at the table. And this is really important. They need to be at the table. Look, I work in the environmental community. I chair an environmental board. We've got lots of national groups out there who are doing really important work. But, we also need to hear from the people in Tampa, from the people in St. Pete, from the people who are on those frontline communities. I did a deal when I was at EPA with Intel, and we brought in the fence line community. And that deal radically changed once we listened to the community. And it turned out to be good for the community, and good for Intel. So there is a way to do this, but we need to give them a seat at the table.